The noise about the PNP voice notes that has been leaked is not surprising to me. What is surprising to me is the brouhaha, the noise from people who are wringing their hands that the PNP, in an executive discussion, members of the PNP in an executive discussion would be so out in front on how to disrupt the NARA agency that was created, and in which the former head of the Jamaica military and the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Mr. Anderson, was named to head that organization, which was to, in a dignified, responsible, and systemic way, ensure that people are the victims of Hurricane Melissa are adequately dealt with, and that the program is rolled out and executed in such a way that it would benefit not just them, but the areas in which they live going forward. Now, why are you people surprised? Why are you surprised, one, that this would be a strategy? And two, why are you surprised that the PNP would want to burn Jamaica down to govern over the ashes? Those of you who have followed my blogs for the last probably 15 years know that I have consistently said that the PNP would rather burn Jamaica to the ground just so that they can govern over the ashes. And the idea that the People's National Party cares about the Jamaican state and the Jamaican people is so ludicrous, it's laughable. But many poor people, a lot of people, still harbor this idea that the PNP is the party for them. A party that has done nothing. You look at the constituencies in which they have representation, and you see the quality of life of the people. Zinc fences, dereliction, dirt roads, and complete deprivation. This is how they have governed. This is how they intend to govern in the future. So make no mistake about it. It has nothing to do with, loving the poor. The People's National Party has always sought to take advantage of the poorest Jamaicans. They claim they love poor people. They claim that they are for the poor. Yes, because they want Jamaica to be uneducated, uninformed, misinformed, so they can take advantage of them. That has always been the modus operandi of the People's National Party. Period. And so I am a little bit surprised that people are wringing their hands thinking that this is something that's out of the pale. No, this is the PNP. This is the PNP. And so let me ask you this question, my people. Prior to the last election, you look at crime, for example, in our country. And yesterday I released a video in which I talked about the fact that the People's National Party, as a political party, refuses to step forward and say they don't want any criminals in their party. They can't do that. And look at dancehall. And if you look at dancehall, the actors within the dancehall space, and ask yourselves the question, why is it that all of these DJs gravitate towards the PNP? All the gangsters gravitate towards the PNP. With the exception of Mr. Vegas. Mr. Vegas, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Vegas. Thank you for your intelligence. But the other bonehead shithouses, they don't know no better. They're gangsters. So the PNP cannot come out and make any statement against criminality, against gangsters. And you know, dancehall, probably 99.999% of the dancehall fraternity are criminals. Yeah? Criminals. And I mean vicious, vicious criminals. And their followers. Those are the people who support the People's National Party. So the PNP cannot step forward. And if you look at the statement of the leader, Mark Golden, yesterday, you can be the judge for yourself. This man doesn't care about Jamaica. It was an insult, the statement he made. He's insulting the intelligence of the Jamaican people, making the claim that it was not something that was done at a party level and it was their personal views. No, it's not their personal views, Mark Golden. But the fact that the Jamaican people are a subsection of the Jamaican people, almost half of the country, could look at this man who wants to be prime minister, who will do anything to destroy Jamaica just to govern Jamaica. That people could look at him and see in him a leader is beyond shocking. But then again, that is why they say they like the poor and the uneducated. This is why they like poverty. This is why they keep people in poverty. This is why their gang support is so solid. And this is why they can never step forward and say we don't want no criminals in our party, because if they didn't have any criminals in their party, they would have no support. It's not hard to understand. But the Jamaican people who need to just stand up, look around them, look at what is being done in the country, they lack the vision, because as long as people sit on their backsides and refuses to get up and go find work and depend on government to take care of them, the People's National Party will always have support. I don't know how to characterize it any better. I'm just at a loss. This party, these people, do not mean our country any good. They don't. And for those of you who have ventured outside Jamaica, but now you don't even need to venture outside Jamaica to be aware. Because first of all, there's something called the internet, and most of you are on social media every day, proliferating all kinds of nonsense. I have never seen in any country any political party that supports criminality. I have never seen any political party that is against law enforcement in the country. The PNP is viscerally against law enforcement. The people in their party are viscerally against law enforcement. They don't want no law and order in Jamaica. They want a Haitian-style system in Jamaica where the gangs run amok and rule, and the Jamaican people writ large are at the mercy of gangs as long as they maintain power. They don't care. The person right now who is the spokesperson on national security, Peter Bunting, was Minister of National Security. And look at his tenure. Crime was through the roof. And in exasperation, what did he say? He said only divine intervention could help Jamaica at this point. And he made other statements that the capacity of the police to deal with these criminals was probably non-existent. Well, they did nothing. In 10 years, they did not train a single detective during their last period when they were in control. They took all the detectives, put them back in uniform, put a flimsy police piece of cloth, and said everybody need to get back on the streets. And the police had no power. They couldn't touch anybody because the whole place was taken over by gangs. Gangs here, gangs there, gangs everywhere. That was Jamaica. That was Jamaica under the People's National Party. So now they're mad. Now they're mad that progress is being made. So don't be alarmed and surprised, and stop wringing your damn hands in for surprise that the PNP would want to stop any progress they see, even for the people who need help the most. they will do anything to sabotage that process in an effort to win office. They don't care about you. And the sooner you understand that, the better.